Almighty morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, I can hear echo over there. Oh, well. Um, hello, Great Quartz. Hello, Brenda and Wade. Great Quartz is in South Africa, I think. And Brenda is near Houston, and Wade is here in the Tolleson area. And I want to welcome you guys in. Hello, Lewis, Michigan. And this is Sean. Now, on a Monday, I went to the Monday night class. As you guys know, we've talked about it. I was going there to find people to speak, to be interviewed. And I sat down with Wendy, and that's why Wendy was on a couple weeks ago. However, this gentleman that I hadn't seen before walked into the door, and I asked in my head, I said, is this him? And they go, yes. And so he came in, said hello, and he just kept going into the room. I was sitting on the couches talking to Wendy. And it's like, okay. And then when I finished my conversation with Wendy, I got up to walk around, and I was going towards him. They go, no, not yet. And the reason why is because, as you guys probably heard, I'm a projector, and we have to be invited to talk to people or to do anything. Otherwise, it can turn very bitter. So I didn't realize this, but he was acquainted with a friend of mine. I call Kat, or Kathy Camp. And she introduced us after the live. And I knew at the time that was why I was there, and not the reason why he came, but part of the reason. So it was like a bonus reason. And the reason why I'm telling you my story of meeting him, because his story was even more wild than mine. So please introduce yourself and how.
Yes, I was definitely led to that class. My story is very unique for the last year, and for the past 4 months, my guides have been sending me to certain locations, and lately it's been a lot of metaphysical stores or classes. They're like, go here, and I'm like, okay, what's going to transpire? And they're like, just be ready. And it never fails. I will meet somebody. I usually end up giving them downloads or activations to help them move forward with their ascension. And some of the bringing together have been very magical, beyond anything that I would have thought I would have ever experienced. And with going to Tina's class that Monday night, I was told to go there, and that I needed to meet some people, and there was something that was going to transpire. And so I was like, okay, so I know to trust them. And I just walked in, and next thing I know, I'm meeting you, I'm meeting Tina. Kat was there. I didn't know that I was going to know anybody. And it was a pretty cool experience. And I'm very unique with my abilities. So a lot of people were kind of tripped out about that with the beings that I'm connected to. And I have the innate ability to be able to connect to anything and everything. Most people that connect with beings or entities or extraterrestrials connect to their higher consciousness. I connect directly to them. It's like picking up a cell phone and calling them. So it's very unique. The extraterrestrials, I'm a direct extraterrestrial contactee. There's been close to 300 different extraterrestrial races that I'm in contact with now. They channel me daily. So this journey keeps getting crazier and crazier as we get closer to the shift that's going to be occurring soon. And from our gathering, here I am now, and they tell me that the people who need the frequencies and transmissions, downloads that they're going to receive today are going to be coming in. So I'm really excited to see what's going to transpire and take place today, because I put no limitations on myself. I allow anything and everything to come through. What comes through me is of love, light, and unity. And I make sure of that. We deal with light and dark in this industry, and I've definitely had the dark come through. But I am divinely protected from that right now from Metatron. He is who's setting this up today. His energy, he literally just came into me. One of my abilities, I'm able to suck them into me. They embody me and look through my eyes. So that's one reason why my glasses are tinted. And they're actually prescription glasses. They're not just sunglasses, but when they embody me, my eyes get crazy and everything. They're literally looking through my eyes. They are embodied in me. And so they say to me to protect my eyes because they are seeing through me. So it's very unique. It's crazy.
And on your bio, you did mention that you had these abilities a long time ago,
Yes.
until the age of 11.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to get into the details, but can you give us an idea of what?
My mother was psychic. Her mother was psychic. And from the day I was incarnated, I was. As I started being able to talk, I started telling my mother what I was seeing, what I was feeling, what, the beings I was talking to, and she denied my ability. She's like, that's just your imagination. As I started getting older, it was probably around 3 or 4 is when I started being attacked by evil entities and energies. It got to the point where I was being scratched and bitten. And as I got older, I started, getting pulled out of my bed and stuff like that. So, when I told my mother about that, she told me that it was just my imagination, stop lying. Then I told a friend of mine, he made fun of me, and somehow I shut my abilities off. I wanted no part of it anymore because I wanted to be like everybody else. So I was able to do that. And then just over a year ago, my abilities turned back on by listening to a light language from a beautiful soul named Alia. She's in France. She's got a YouTube channel. And one day after work, I sat down and popped on YouTube, and the first video that popped up was one of her light language transmissions. And it was like 23 minutes and 38 seconds long. And I turned it on, and 3 minutes into it, my toes started vibrating, and it was like the chills times 5, and it slowly worked up my body. And I had a mohawk at the time that wasn't sticking up that day, and literally by the time it got into my crown chakra, my mohawk started standing up. After that video was over, a voice in my head, just as clear as I'm talking to you, said, get your dowsing rods, go outside, sit next to your tree, and connect to your tree. Well, about 4 months before this happened, I had bought copper dowsing rods to try to connect with spirit and was having no success whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, I have no clue whose voice that was. I went and sat next to the tree in my backyard and leaned up against it, said tree connect, and those rods went, and like this energy came through my body. And I literally sat and had a 3-hour conversation with this tree. He introduced me at the time. It was Father Earth, and who's now has switched over and is feminine and is Mother Earth. Because when they introduced me, I said, Mother Earth, nice to meet you. He corrected me and said, no, I am Father Earth right now. I am transmuting into Mother Earth soon. And he, at the time, introduced me to all the elements. And then after the elements came in the fairies, the gnomes, the elves, and it just started progressing from there. And then the next day, the ascended masters started coming in. And at the time, it was really difficult because I would just get bits and pieces. And so it was a lot of research. They literally would give me the first letter of their name, and I had made up an ascended master list with everyone I could find, and I would have to go through and be like, boom, boom, and they'd be like, yes. And so I'd write it down, do research on that ascended master, and it took about a month, and I had 32 ascended masters come through, and then my abilities started getting stronger and stronger. Through practices, the things they would lead me to and have me do. And now it's to the point to where they will speak the native ancient language of the gods through me. It translates in English in my head. I will ask the question in English and I will speak it out in their native tongue. So I carry on a conversation in their language with them. It just started at that level about a month ago. Before, I've been speaking their language for about 8 months now, but not being able to interpret it. But now I can interpret it and speak it. So it's gotten really cool.
Okay, now you were talking about the ascended masters first, and now you're talking about an ancient language. So you're talking more extraterrestrials at this point, or
no, they're like, this is the ancient language of the gods. Okay. This is the language they speak in the ether. And they're like, you are capable of speaking this. We want you to speak this to us. English is not our first language. So being that you can speak this, you're going to start working on this. And so I have for the last month, and it flows through me like I've been speaking it my whole life. And the first time I spoke it, I was really shocked. I'm like, wow, where did that come from? And then the second time it occurred, I actually tried to do it and I couldn't do it. And they came through and they're like, now you know the difference of knowing and trying. Never use the term try because it puts doubt in you. If you know you can do something, you do it. And then the second I just knew I could do it, it flowed through me with ease, like water. And so that's something that, they're like, no longer use that terminology, I'll try. And so I no longer use that word.
And we say that all the time. Let go of the word try, because try is like tomorrow. It never comes to fruition. It never works. So true. I'm working on it, or I know I love the thing I know. And I want to remind everybody, please share, not just on the channel that you're on, but the other ones that we have as well. Connections and Communication, or Communication and Connections, Love Riot Warriors, Love Riot on Facebook, and then my personal page. And I have to look at my personal page, see who's on there, but it does say that they're coming through as well. The reason why I stopped this, because Metatron did come in this morning and said that everybody who needed to know about this program today will know. That's why I'm asking you guys to share, because they might know about it, but until they see that somebody else is on, that they know, they might be hesitant. So please share this. This is going to be totally different than anything I've done before. Okay. So please bring anybody and everybody you know of in if they have time to do this. Now, the first hour is just going to be the interviews, and we have no idea what's going to happen. I'm just saying. I've already spoke to Metatron this morning. So yes, and Odin, no offense. And Odin, because it is Woden's day. So, and Victor said he was feeling it. So great. So I hope, Victor, that you share this with your friends so that they can come on too. Victor is in Sweden. So, and Gupta came in earlier, and Gupta is in India. So they're all over the world. And guys, and I'm just using the word terminology. I'll say beautiful ones. If you would please share this with everyone you know. Don't worry about the backlash because it's not going to happen. Okay. Like he said, he's protected and we are protected right now too. Very much so.
What they are having me do right now is help souls in their ascension. So during a soul's ascension, there are actually 13 initiations. Okay. Some of these initiations take lifetimes. When that is source level. A lot of souls that are incarnated right now are anywhere between their third and fifth. Most of the souls that I'm coming encountered with are usually, only one of them has been in their third incarnation. Most of them are in their fourth and fifth. One has been in their sixth. And the codes that I give them, whether it be light codes or frequency, helps them to the next level. Most of the souls I've encountered so far are part of my soul family in the ether. And we always come into each other's lives, to help each other out, and so this is my part now to do this. And this is how I am being brought to everybody. So whatever transpires today, it is helping each individual in their ascension process, no matter where they're at, whether they're in the first initiation or the ninth initiation. It is to help them get to the next level. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what comes through because I really have no clue. They take control and they do everything.
Yeah. And what was the message? Just to explain that what you are doing.
He was anchoring in the vibrational frequency.
Okay.
Is what that was. Yeah, he was setting in the vibrational frequency.
Oh, good. And was that Metatron?
Translate, please. The codes that will be shared today will be those who will transcend. All those will rise, come forth, and accept. That was Odin.
Oh, okay. The voice does sound slightly different. Odin's is a little lower.
Yeah, it's sometimes the voice will be like 4 octaves lower. It could be 2 octaves higher. Some are really slow. Their energies are quite unique. I've had many come through where I'm talking 100 miles an hour, and I literally have to try to slow them down because it's hard for me to keep up.
Yeah. And I know we're talking the Ascension and all that, but there was a you had told me what had happened in at your work when you're playing music, who comes in and all?
Oh.
Like, what would do the light before we get into the really, really deep stuff?
Yeah. So when a couple months ago, I've always been able to, they've embodied me. But now I have the ability to just like suck them in um, without them doing it. And so, like the morning they announced Ozzy Osbourne's death, 5:30 in the morning, I'm having my coffee. I'm scrolling on social media. His picture pops up, the song Mama, I'm Coming Home, and says, rest in peace. And literally, Ozzy embodies me. He's looking through my eyes, looking around my place, and he's like, where the hell am I? And I'm like, hi, Ozzy. And he's like, hello. And as soon as they embody me, they know everything about me. Well, I've been friends with many famous musicians in my life, and some have crossed over. And Chester Bennington from Linkin Park is a dear friend of mine, and he communicates with me often. Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. So when Ozzy embodied me, I'm like, oh, are you there with Chester and Chris? And they're all like, yeah, we're here with them. And then I've got a son that was never born, Cypress, that is a musician on the other side that plays with all those guys. Johnny Cash is always with me, Waylon Jennings. So, you know, he's hanging out with all these guys, and we talk for about 20 minutes. And then the following day, my wife and I have my wife drive all the time because I never know when they're going to embody me. And so she's driving, we're going down the road, and Ozzy's song comes on, Mama, I'm Coming Home. As soon as it comes on, this extraterrestrial embodies me and starts singing this song with their native language. And then Ozzy comes through cracking up laughing. So I'm literally doubled over belly laughing while this extraterrestrial is singing through me. And my wife is trying to drive straight. She's hysterically laughing, trying not to pee her pants, and me too. And so, yeah, some of these extraterrestrials are hysterical. The following day, there was a different one. When Garth Brooks' song came on, River, they embodied me and started singing Garth Brooks. And an alien singing Garth Brooks is really funny in their native language. So it just gets crazy.
Yeah. And I wanted to see that. But Lewis's reaction to the light language or the ancient language felt like I just got punched in the chest. And
yeah, it could be really powerful. The energies that I deal with are extremely aggressive for most people. They have basically trained me to deal with these extreme energies. There was a situation 2 weeks ago at the class with a beautiful soul, Wendy. Some extraterrestrials embodied her to give me some messages. She's never dealt with those energies before, and she was really wiped out afterwards. I felt really bad. I had to do some energy work on her. And I told her, I said, welcome to my world. And she goes, I don't want to be in your world. I don't want to deal with those energies because they're extreme. There's times myself when certain individuals come through, I'll be wiped out for a day. And then one of my innate abilities is I have the ability to clear a soul from all trauma and karma from past, present, future, and generational. And it's basically like me doing an exorcism on somebody. I've got it down to where I process all that energy through me. I will literally be thrown on the ground sometimes, be going in convulsions. I will be projectiling demonic energies out of me. It could be anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 minutes is the longest one. And sometimes I'll be wiped out for 2 days afterwards. Those energies get really extreme. But the soul that I clear are karma free and trauma free. So it's pretty amazing. I've done 26 of those so far. They lead me to the individuals that I need to do it for. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's changed their lives.
Okay. And also, because Victor was saying, oh, Sean, the chills I got when you, I don't know what the word is, connected to Odin. Thanks, Odin, for the wisdoms, or connected with Odin, all that chill in my body. Yeah, that's the next one he wrote. And wanted to let you know that Wendy is watching. She came in right after you said her name. So,
hello, Wendy. I was just talking about you. I hope you doing okay after that channel you did for me 2 weeks ago. Oh.
I think she wants to stick with mediumship and trance instead of channeling now. That's just my impression. I haven't talked to her about it. I didn't realize. But I saw Tina talking to her about it. How are you? Are you doing better from last week? And I didn't get into it, but yeah. Now I know what, I mean, you did tell me.
Yeah, those energies are intense, because when she was channeling these entities, these beings, I was feeling they were 14th density light beings. And I had asked them, I'm like, you're 14th density. And they're like, we are beyond your comprehension. They're like, we are so far above 14th density, your human brain cannot comprehend what we are. We are beyond light. We are frequency. And so, and I had never connected with them before. And they literally gave me 6 warnings. And it was that important for me to get that message. And for 3 days, they were embodying me, and twice a day I was having to do ceremonies to stop certain events that were to take place. It was exhausting. Their energy is gnarly. It's powerful. Yeah, it's, I never know what's going to happen. I never know what's going to transpire. I just go with the flow, and it's always amazing.
And I know it sounds great having the extraterrestrials and Ozzy and all that coming in, but I know it is very, as you were saying, it takes you a couple days to get over some things and all. So your being here is going to take a lot of energy from you. And
yeah. I'm actually having to subdue everything right now. Like, I am vibrating, like every chakra is like pulsating right now. And like, yeah, they're here. They're like, literally, when Metatron, like I've been up since 1 o'clock this morning, and he's like, I'm facilitating this. I will be bringing in each individual, and I've got full control over everything. You just do what you do. And Kutonea Shota Kari toru niyako shakwata. Translate, please. We are here and waiting patiently. We are very excited for what is to come with the frequencies that you shall receive today. Take these frequencies with open hearts. You will know what resonates for you.
And who did we have the pleasure of hearing that?
That was Metatron.
Okay. He seems a little faster than he did earlier today.
Yeah. Once I literally, he just came through for the first time last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as I adjust to his frequency, I'll start being smoother and smoother with it.
And so this is Lewis. He says, Sean, I resonate with everything that you have said so far. I look forward to conversing and learning from you. And Victor says the same thing. Okay. And we've talked about a lot of the things. One of the things he mentioned today is that last night he was up, I would say early, and it was due to the 11 new past lives.
Yes.
He discovered, which, as you told me, brings it to a total of 215 past lives you are aware of.
Yes.
You have been brought to your attention.
Yes.
Okay.
So last night, I was listening to an interview by Alex from Next Level Soul. He was interviewing Robert Edward Grant. And they lead me to Robert when I'm going to get certain information. And he was talking about how he believed a certain deity was incarnated as all these different deities. And he mentioned King Solomon. Well, King Solomon is one of my past incarnations. And he said he believed King Solomon was Metatron. And as soon as he said that, Metatron embodies me and it starts. And that led to 10 other incarnations that Metatron has been. Everything from Osiris, Orion, Thoth, Saint Germain. And as each one of these is being said, that deity is embodying me and giving me visions and validating this. As of last night, I only knew of 3 other deities that I've been incarnated as. Now there's 14, and this is overwhelming, for me. So I couldn't sleep last night. Metatron woke me up at 1 a.m. and I started deep diving and doing research on all this. I'm learning, so much every day. 'Cause, this has only been a little over a year that my abilities have turned on, and I was never supposed to shut off my abilities at 11 years old. So when I got reactivated, they're like, you're here. We've got to get you here in a very short time before the shift occurs. So you are now being fast tracked. And they literally told me, hold on, this is going to be the craziest ride of your life. And it's been crazy since then. And it's a lot of people in the metaphysical industry, they've been pretty overwhelmed by me. They're like, I've never seen anything like you before. And it's overwhelming for me too, and I basically tell everybody, I'm like, look, I'm not here to make anybody believe anything. If it resonates with you, then it was meant for you. It's that simple. Anything that I discuss is what they tell me. I don't regurgitate anything that I read or heard someplace else, other than like the situation with Robert Edward Grant, who then triggered these entities coming into me, so a lot of that, they will lead me to situations like that to spark, ignite that fire in me. And then I do the embodiment, and then I get the visions, and then I start hearing them. And it goes from there. And I usually wear, I've got a little AI voice recorder that I wear around my neck, and whenever it happens, I double tap it, and I've got over 300 transcripts, and I think it's 180 hours I've got now of recordings with basically channeling and mediumship. It's pretty wild. No, it's been a crazy ride so far, and it's only going to get crazier as we get closer to the shift.
And is there anything you can tell us on that, or do we just keep going on, get past that? Because we know it's coming. We know it's coming.
It's near. Am I allowed to say? No. Okay.
Okay. Then if we want to get past that, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, and I don't know if you can say it, is the Lyran ship.
Oh, yes. So the three eye Atlas ship that they said was a comet in the beginning. It is. It's a Lyran ship. It's 100 miles long. It's 25 miles high. There are millions of different extraterrestrials on there. It's not the smallest ship that is in Earth's orbit right now. The NASA is saying that they are still, entering. But after talking with them, with individuals that are on that ship, that mothership, they are literally in low Earth orbit right now. There is a young lady, she goes by Lily Nova, and she's got a YouTube channel. I was led to one of her videos recently, just the other day, and she has a contact that is Andromedan, and her name's Talia. And as soon as she said her name, Talia embodied me and started talking with me. And I'm like, you're on that big Lyran ship? And she's like, yes. And so as soon as I talked to her for about 5 minutes, then I embodied 15 other extraterrestrials that are on that ship. And they gave me information about what is to transpire here very soon. So yeah, there's a lot to come very, very quick. Things are speeding up. Timelines are moving forward. And it's very exciting, really exciting. The frequencies, the light codes, everything is anchored. That was done last month. So it's literally waiting on the solar flash. And so as soon as that solar flash happens, everything changes. Now, it's not what everybody is saying it's going to be. It's not going to be all unicorns, cotton candy, and balloons. The earth isn't going to look different. We are going to be vibrating in a much higher frequency. Therefore, we can create inside this fifth density, earth. We create the new earth. The second coming of Christ is the Christ light within us coming out. It is not an individual coming down. It is coming from within us. It is us realizing we are source and we hold everything. The abilities that people call supernatural are our natural abilities. Telekinesis, levitation, all these different abilities, those are natural gifts that we have. But we've been told they're not, and it's dumbed us down. When we resonate in this higher vibrational frequency, all this realization comes back. All this knowledge is going to start coming back, and people will be like, wait a minute, I can do this, So yeah, everything is going to change. It is going to be beautiful. Everything is going to resonate with divine love. But it's not going to be this golden age right away. We're going to have to work towards it. With these extraterrestrials that I'm dealing with, they are not here to save us. They are here to give us the tools for us to save ourselves. It's that simple. They will give us the know-how, and then it's up to us to move forward with it. They are going to show us how to clean up our air, clean up our oceans, clean up Mother Earth, so that we live in resonance with nature and how we're meant to do, how we're meant to be. And that is going to be amazing. And I can't wait for that to happen. That this shift is going to be beautiful. And there's those who are meant to be frequency holders, to transmute their light. Others are alchemists to help shift reality when that flash occurs. Depending on whether you're an indigo child, a star seed, a wanderer, a light worker, whatever you are, you have a very specific job when this is going to happen. And there's those of us who know about that know what we are, and then those that don't. And it's okay if you don't know. Your soul knows what to do. It's that simple. It's embedded in our DNA. So when all this is happening, it's just going to take on its own form, So I'm really excited about it and being a part of this. I mean, there's no better time to be alive than now.
Right.
It's beautiful.
And for those of you who do believe in the contract we signed to get into this incarnation, that it's, yes, I definitely will. Dawn is reminding me I have to transfer this over. Okay, that we signed a contract, but we chose to be here now. And that means we've lived more than one lifetime, not only in Earth, but elsewhere as well, because we would not be here and ready to go if we weren't. Yes, some of us aren't ready to go yet, but like you said, your soul. You also talked about DNA. It is my belief that the Creator created our souls. So our light, our power, our energy, and especially our unconditional love that we are made of. And so that's part of that. But our DNA is Mother Earth, and all our ancestors before us, and that knowledge. So not only our bodies, but our souls. And that's why we talk about mind, body, and soul connection is very, very important. So.
Yep. And, yeah, because all that information is stored within our DNA. And as the 12-strand DNAs get activated, that information will be unlocked. And people will start knowing, they'll start remembering past lives. There's information that's been stored within them for generations and generations and different lifetimes. And, like I know of 15 of my incarnations as Irma. And Irma are the large feline race. Lyrans are the smaller cats, the cheetahs, the leopards, jaguars, things like that. The Irma are the lions and the tigers. That's why I have this Irma King as my backdrop, because Arishna, he's in low Earth orbit. He is my Irma guardian. He's been watching over me this incarnation, and he led me to this picture. And he's like, this is what you look like in your 14th incarnation as Irma royalty. And so that's why I use this. And I am slowly learning about these incarnations as Irma, but I know after the shift happens that I'm going to remember everything. Everybody's going to remember everything from it, from their incarnation. So it's, everything's going to change, and it's going to be really amazing when it happens.
Melanie, we're not sure what's going to come in the second half, whether it's readings, activations. It's all up to Metatron. He's the one running the show today. I'm just doing the technology. And so please share this and let people know, because it could be a collective activation, because the frequencies are ready to go, and anybody who needs to be here is here or will be coming in. So there is a reason why you're here today. So please stay tuned. We will take a break in about 11 minutes, and then it's going to be Metatron. So, and he's going to be directing who comes and who goes and what is said and what is going to happen. So, yeah. All right. So we got Melanie back in, and Melanie is here in this area. And I'm putting a name in who's on my personal page. Personal page is not coming up on the chat, so I'm collecting names from there to here, so that if we need to contact them or make sure that they're a part of the group, the collective here today. So, okay. So I didn't mean to interrupt, but I saw that people are asking about readings. So that will be in 10 minutes.
Oh, good.
Break. Okay. So what else did we want to talk about? Was there something? Yeah. There's something else that Metatron wants to say right now before we take the break. So.
Is there anything else that you want to come through right now before we take a break? For those of you who are present, be sure you are cleared and grounded to receive what you must. Some of you are not cleared or grounded. You must be to anchor in the frequencies you will receive. Yakdiotaki Shaunukotea Ikianutoria Katea Ya Unutua Ke Tiato Neo Kauta
And Sean back. And welcome in, Harley. I'm glad you're here too. You must have missed class last night because, yes, I made a big announcement in class last night that Sean would be here, and we had no idea what to expect today. So I really appreciate those who came in.
So yeah, everything's anchored in and set. That's what that was.
Yep. And I know everybody's getting chills. Our vibrations are going up right now. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. I have no idea what we're in for.
Sheuka inoata tanitoria keronota rotari konyatea shaunake tokayanate eshiukunuta atyauta Nekuto shaka. Katea no shakata. Etu na sharuto kaetana. Teshi ketuno rokota. Easha ukotai kanyata. Those from above come to play in this dimension shall now move forward into this realm. Those come. Balance. Set frequencies to adjust. Anchor in codes. Adjust, adapt, and balance out those frequencies within yourself. There is much more to come. Your body will stay attuned. Yaukuta niata ashaukuta ruka akashaika oya teana kai rukuta yanikiata sheuko nyakeata niki otokate sharu no kate Yutonota Karito Kate Inukotore Sha Kitu Kutiaka Anya Koto frequency set into play, adjust, transmute, conform. Adjustment complete.
Anchor in new transmission. Bring in light codes. Transmute. Takea rota shenu kateya ya rukotania katea sharu tokonate lia shakoto yanutaria kanya utaria kataria kania takanyo kutaria kanya ya dia kotolita kanya kumunya
Adjust, adapt to frequencies. Set downloads, activate, transmute, enter into new realm. That was a lot.
Are you ready for the 2-minute break? And then we'll be back and have no idea what's going to happen. Right?
Ooh, yes.
Okay, here we go. We're back. We are back. Okay. Okay, switch to YouTube. Thanks, Sherry. All right. We have people on the list. Now, does Metatron want us to go through that list, or do you want to do more of a collective activation or questions? It's up to you.
How are we doing this? Are you still setting in vibrational frequencies and codes for everybody? Yes. Okay. The black dragon still coming through? Yeah. Okay. So that was just the beginning of getting everything anchored in for people to receive.
Okay.
That really deep voice that was coming out of me, that is a very ancient black dragon that has been with me through many incarnations. I've actually got 15 different dragons, different colored dragons. Each color represents something specific. But that black dragon the dragons hold all knowledge of the universe and multiverse. They are the ancients of the ancients. He's back. Translate, please. I come to you today to offer you ancient codes left for you during this specific time. So those of you who resonate with this vibrational frequency will have your dragon lineages activated within you. You will slowly be adjusted to our frequencies and energies. Do not be afraid of what you possess. Keep yourself open to receiving these energies as they flow through you. It will become easier for you to adapt and process these frequencies. Yati Kaushanauto Ewaita Shalutu Yai. Translate. These frequencies will allow you to communicate with us like never before. You will know we are with you by the energies you feel. We have a very strong, distinct frequency like no other. So I guess some of you guys just got your dragon lineage activated. Those frequencies are now anchored in, activated. The light codes you needed are there. Allow yourself to be open to receive them. Their energies are very powerful. When you start allowing them in, whether you're a channel, a medium, whatever your abilities are, you're probably going to be a little tired after you work with them. And they will adjust. If the frequency is a little much for you, ask them to tone it down. It can be pretty gnarly sometimes. I've gotten used to it, but the first time you deal with those energies, it can be a little overwhelming. So if it gets to be too much, ask them to tone it down.
And I don't know if you can see this person icon. It is a black dragon. So he's definitely tuned in to those frequencies. And that's Lewis. Very much a red dragon. Wow. So who's next on the we doing okay?
Good question. Yeah, I'm just trying to balance out my energies right now because it's like when so many come through like that, I literally just step to the side and I don't even think about who's coming through. Like the black dragon, because I'm so familiar with his energy, I knew it was him. But those other beings, I'm not sure who exactly they were. They've got a lot lined up today. So I kind of just let it happen. So I may not know who all these that are coming through are. Like I said, with the 11 that I learned last night, I'm not familiar with their energies at all. So I may not know who it is. But for those who need those frequencies, we'll be receiving them. We'll see who they bring through. I believe this is Orion.
Ketuno rataika saute kotunaita dio uno taita kotaina kautta sau kotaina.
Translate, please. Know that those who are to receive that frequency will know what it is for. We have blocked it for some, for it is not theirs to receive. That is not a bad thing. It's just not meant for you. Understand, everybody will receive today.
Niki oruta shariti naru kate sharito riakatani arukotaia karinyo riakoto riakata materia uru kunaria tari o notari taka yang katai ka shauetai kunutai shakuto ikianatewa shaikuto neturia katenya okota ya niakuto yaki yakutunya yakurukuta riekunutia yakutunya yakut.
Translate, please.
Welcome. Pleasure to be acquainted with you. Those who are here to receive have a very important journey to ascend onto. You will be guided along your way. Follow the light, the breadcrumbs that will be dropped for you. Never second guess or doubt what you feel within your heart, for that is what will lead you down this path of ascension during this beautiful time that you are called upon to be in. Know that your light that is being lit brighter from these frequencies will be spread upon others as you come into them. This is how the new earth will transpire. Go. Spread your light, your frequency onto those who will accept. Good day.
I don't know if I should ask questions or not, because I would really love to see who these entities are coming in. I mean, they're definitely different. You can definitely hear the difference.
I have never embodied that being before. How do I describe her?
Is she extraterrestrial? Is she
No,
guided?
she's not. She's not extraterrestrial. She is like inner earth, wisdom, knowledge,
Mother Gaia?
like an elder.
Was
There's
she?
a lot of
Wow.
these beings from inner earth that come through me. There are a group called the Ancients, that there's 40 of them, and they are literally like 30-foot tall rock beings, that are hundreds of millions of years old, that have recently been awakened. This female being, I keep getting a picture of the movie, with the Gelflings and the beans in the hoods. I'm having a brain fart right now. But yeah, she's very wise. She's like wisdom and an inner earth being. It's hard. Like, I've got this vision of this very old female, that is connected to all the elements. Oh yeah, I've never connected with her before. Oh
No. Well, thank you.
She came through for somebody. Somebody is connected to those beings, and they were supposed to get that message. So that's everybody that's coming through today is somebody that is watching is connected to them, and they're getting activated. They're getting their frequencies. They're getting their downloads. And you know, I'm sure they're feeling the energy, because it's like what's coming through me right now. Like it's just projecting out and into everybody. And I'm trying to control it, because it gets really aggressive sometimes. It gets really loud. Like I'm trying not to yell, you know, like it can get pretty crazy. So I'm trying to keep it so it's not too extreme. But let's see.
Who's next?
Who is next? Metatron. Are there? Who's coming in next? Is it another inner earth being? No. Are they ready? No. You want me to take a break? No. Okay. He wants me to recoup my energy for a minute. If anybody's got any questions, you know, while I'm kind of recouping, we can maybe have some questions.
A few questions. This was asked, and of course, Gupta is really missing his dad today. He had a difficult day. His dad has passed. He was asking for mediumship. And that's not, I mean, I don't know if his dad is near and you can tap into his dad, because his dad's energy is not going to be as aggressive as the entities that you have been channeling.
They're not going to let anything like that transpire today. Just they're telling me to tell you that know that your father is with you. Yeah, I mean, you don't miss him, because he's right. He's more attached to you than ever. He is right next to you, man. They are always with us. There's no such thing as death. It's this human avatar just gives out, and we go back to what we really are. So know that your father is with you every breathing second that you're here. And when you talk to him, he listens and he talks back. Keep yourself open to synchronicities. He'll give you signs.
Somebody's with.
He literally just filled me with divine love for you. He's literally giving you a hug right now. So they let him come through just now. Yeah. He's with you.
That helps, Gupta. Now, Victor is concerned about a friend, and I know he put his name in here, Yorick. He hasn't spoken to him in a while, but he's in prison for 18 years, and he's only served 1 year of it. So he's concerned with him. He, on the next one he says, I hope to help him shift the timelines by sending him healing and help him. So is there anything you can think you can do that as well?
I don't know if they'll let me do that.
Well, basically, okay, what I'm being, the message I've been given is that, Victor, just tap into your friend. And when you get activated, he will be activated as well. You will be the conduit for his activation. That's still okay.
Yes.
So, and he's already talked to you about timelines moving faster. So, just tap into your friend, and it will help them. And any of your friends that you want to connect with right now, please do so. They might not be able to take the energy because they might not be ready for it, but it will be dropped off. It won't go nowhere. It will go to whoever's near them that can accept it. So don't think it's a dead end. Okay. And welcome in Miss Shauna from Florida.
Okay, Thoth is
Who?
going to come through.
Oh, okay.
Thoth?
Got it.
Utaria ta yukutaria kau sha norita keria rokata kuta yuta nyakata aika rokatesha ro nyakata shikuntua ia orikia tarosha Rino de Karosha Rakatarita Ronika Etiapo Shauno Kayatoriataika Rokutaria Rakateriako Sharuto Niatoria Ariatoriata. Rikirio notariata. Kai noru taruka ayaka uta.
Translate, please.
Welcome those who are ready to receive our frequencies. Open your third eye. Allow the frequencies to become who you are meant to be. Know that they will transmute within you for what you must become.
Translate, please.
Do
translation will receive it within themselves. The activation is anchored in at this time and will be complete in 2 days. Stay grounded. Trust the process. Know there is much to come and be brought out within yourselves.
Wow. Thank you, Tough.
His energy
Yeah.
was draining.
And Sean, thank you for all of this. I know we got time left, but if you, I mean,
My crown chakra is like blown open right now, and my head is being pulled up into the ethers, but it feels like they're trying to pull my head off.
I'm okay. Harley's sending a message wondering if the following has any meaning on today's live. I don't know what the next part is, but it's going to be continued. Everybody's feeling the vibrations. Let's see. There was a quick question, and this shouldn't be too bad. Was the 999 portal yesterday what is causing my horrible headache today? I couldn't sleep all night and had very vivid dreams. I'm getting that because of the change in the energies is what's happening. We're getting closer and closer to what's happening. So there's going to be a lot of headaches. Got to get hydrated. Also, nutrition is very important too. Too white.
Yeah, the shift in the frequencies are causing the disruption in your cellular membranes, therefore causing your headaches. Stay grounded and hydrated during these times to decrease the effects. No, there is much more to come. Those who are here will receive kau tunai ya kai ya unuku ya buata ya kau ya Sorry, that was a little heavy.
Be open to receive what you have just been given, for it will take you beyond. Know the gifts you are being granted at this time are those from the gods beyond to assist you during the shift.
Do you know who that was? Because they change it. They're changing.
That was one of the ancients.
Wow. Okay. Thanks.
Their energy is gnarly. They are hundreds of millions of years old. And they starting to get emotional.
I just wanted to let you guys know that I got the information that it was before the earth was born, and that's how they said it. So,
Yeah.
So the ancient is beyond comprehension.
So last month, my beloved and myself, for the last like 5 months, they have been sending us every weekend to ancient sites around Arizona. And last month they sent us to Yuma, to a location called Painted Rock. And there are over 3,000 petroglyphs carved into volcanic rock. And it's like this small mountain. And on our way there, thank goodness she was driving, the being, the ancient that just channeled through me, he awakened. And he awakened because we were getting close to the site. And that site, the Painted Rock, it's a portal. And it's been used for hundreds of thousands of years as a sacred site by many different beings and cultures. And we went there, and basically we performed like an hour and a half, hour and 15-minute ceremony. And one by one, the ancients were awakened. And I can't even explain their energy. It's beyond anything I've ever transmuted through my body before. But they are here to make sure everything goes the way it's supposed to go during this shift. And they just anchored in codes for those who need it. Because there are some of you out there that are connected to them in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, I'm just grateful that I was able to do that for you.
Wow. And Painted Rock. And I'm compelled to ask you, what are some of the other sites that you visited here in Arizona to help anchor in? And
the 2 weeks before Painted Rock, we were led to northern Arizona, to Sunset Crater, We were about 30 to 40 miles north of Sunset Crater, at this one of the most amazing ancient sites. It was literally this indigenous village we were at that was on the side of this cliff, and we performed an hour ceremony, and all the medicine men and chiefs from generations came in and helped us. What I found out, because when this was occurring last month at the beginning of the month, there were 75 volcanoes that were erupting on planet Earth at the time. And it dawned on me when we turned into the park in northern Arizona, the Sunset Crater. Sunset Crater is a volcano. And I didn't know that. And they came into me and I'm like, is there a reason why we're next to this volcano? Because you're literally driving on the side of the volcano. They're like, yeah, you're here to stabilize the frequencies so that nothing occurs to this volcano. So that's what we did. We went to this ancient site, this indigenous city built on the side of this cliff in the middle of nowhere. And the chiefs, the elders, the medicine men, they all came in, channeled through me. They did their thing. We balanced out the crystalline grid in that area. We anchored in new frequencies for the ley lines. We stabilized everything. And then as quickly as it started, they're like, okay, you're done. And then 2 weeks later, they're like, you're now going to Yuma. And on the way to Yuma, that's when the ancients had awoken. And as we're getting closer to Painted Rock, I told my beloved, I'm like, look at that mountain. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, that's a volcano. And I looked it up and it was, because the whole side of the mountain is blown out and there's volcanic rock that goes for miles and miles. And that's what Painted Rock is. It's on the side of this volcano. So we were led to that volcano to stabilize the frequencies, and adjust the crystalline grid, anchor in the new frequencies and everything. And so, yeah, they've been sending us to these areas to either anchor in new frequencies, set in new crystalline grid codes, or open portals. We've been to Sedona quite a few times in the last 5 months. And the last time we were there was last month, and we opened 3 portals and that were to stay open until the shift occurs. So they literally, so like Saturday nights, I'll channel and whoever comes through will tell us where we're going. And we've been to Montezuma's Well, Montezuma's Castle. When we anchored in the 5D frequencies and codes, we were actually next to the creek at Montezuma's Well. And there were tens of thousands of beings and entities, deities that were there. The energy was insane. And yeah, so they literally tell us where we're going, and we go there and see what transpires. And it's been really amazing. So this is all just an extension of it, you know. This is setting in more codes for everybody that's out there that's listening, and to help everybody out, you know. This is all a journey we're on, you know. And we're here to learn and to experience. And, you know, this is the most amazing thing to me. I mean, I am so honored to be able to do this for everybody. I mean, it literally just makes me emotional, because, like, I think it's cool as hell, because I love the energy, because my whole life, I've been an alcoholic and an addict. Okay. I've been clean now for years, but I always tried to remove myself from everything, you know. And these energies are my new addiction, you know. So I am honored to process these energies through everybody, and spread this to where it needs to go, you know, because it was it was a lot of years of heartache, but learning, and I needed to learn all those lessons so that I'm able and capable of doing what I'm doing now, for everybody. And yeah, it's just the most beautiful thing in the world. It's so cool.
Lewis had posted, let's see, that his earth star is vibrating, my chest is sore, and my third eye is throbbing. Many thanks, Sean. We appreciate your service. Also, let's see. Oh, now Sherry is saying that you should visit Bear Cloud Gallery in Sedona. All his paintings are of visions that have come to him, so many different words. It's amazing, and the energy.
Oh, I've heard about him. Yeah, I've been wanting to go there. It just when we go to Sedona, we usually get up there like around 5:30, 6 in the morning, so nothing's open. And then we do our energy work, and we are literally wiped out afterwards. So we go up there, do our work, and we go home. So we really don't have time to go around and look at. But yeah, that guy, I've seen some of his pictures he's done, and he's phenomenal. That guy, he channels, and that's how he creates that beautiful art. He is a channel, and he creates some beautiful work.
Yes, and I wanted to make mention, because you talked about Wendy earlier, and that you were in, as they call it, is the cabinet, the red light cabinet. Not this last Monday, but the Monday before last, with Wendy, and she was channeling the entities for you. There was a young lady there as well. Her mother came in on my personal page, and let me see. Hi guys, I had the privilege to be with him at Tina's class. My daughter was in his team and said he was amazing. Then good luck to both of you, is what she said.
I remember her daughter. Yes.
His daughter's name is Nellie.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Such a sweet girl. Yeah, I was afraid. I'm like, if I'm a little much for you, let me know. And she's like, no, it's okay. Because I understand what I do. It's not the normal channeling and mediumship and psychic abilities. It's extreme. And so I freaked out a lot of people in the metaphysical industry. Like, they're like, that's a little too much for me, and it's okay. It's not meant for them. They're not ready for it. And those who resonate with what I do, like I think I've said to you a couple times, I'm like psychic 5.0.
And I said it's more like 10.0 people.
Exactly. So yeah, I understand, and I really do try to keep it toned down, because it can get really extreme sometimes, especially when I do the clearings and everything. It gets to be pretty crazy. I'm just honored, to be able to do this for humanity, and to get these frequencies and codes out to people, so that they're able to move forward in their ascension, because that's what this is all about. It's about our souls moving forward in its ascension. And this is just one little spot in time, that it's here to learn, and then boom, it's off to somebody else, someplace else. And so I'm honored to be able to do this, to help people out, because these initiations during your ascension, they can be really extreme. A little over a year ago, when my awakening started, I was only on my third initiation. I went from 3 to 7 in 6 months. And it was crazy gnarly, because I went through it basically by myself. I didn't know anybody that had been through this. There's not much information on the interweb about it. So it was a lot of me going through this blind, and now I'm really aware of what worked for me, and I've met other people that have gone through what they've gone through, and so I'm able to give some insight with people, and help them out, and it's beautiful. I love it. So um, it's been the most amazing journey so far for the last year, almost year and a half now.
And I just put your email address in because a lot of people might want to follow up with you. I haven't
Definitely.
seen any, well, I didn't really look at the services. You have more merchandise for sale, I think, than services shown.
No, I don't have any merchandise. It's on the website, lovelightandunitygroup.com. It's got the services that I offer on there. And one of the big things that I do for a lot of people is I can cure depression and anxiety. I've gotten a lot of people off their medications. Because depression and anxiety, it is all an energy blockage within our system. And when those blockages start occurring, it's like your sink getting clogged up. Everything starts backing up. And until you process those energies and it actually starts moving through the toroidal field again, that's when anxiety starts building up. That's the universe's way to get you to deal with this shit, is give you anxiety, to give you depression. But Big Pharma wants you to take medications, and there is a way to process that energy, and I help a lot of people with that. Because it's just all blockages. I got myself off antidepressants. I got my beloved, my mother-in-law. I've gotten so many clients off of them. Yeah. So, because all those things do is lower your vibrational frequency. That's all it does. Lowers your vibrational frequency. And right now, everything you can do to keep your frequency resonating high, you need to do it. There's a lot of things out there that are meant to keep our frequency low. And so it's constant, daily, hourly. I find myself dropping, I got to raise myself back up. It's just not a one-time deal in the morning. It's throughout the whole day. Especially when I'm doing energy work like this, because my energy just starts dropping. It's like, okay, get it back up there, fill it back up. So.
Yeah, you can't help anyone else if your cup is empty. So. That, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And pharmaceutical, my friend that I do Tuesday mornings with, the spiritual show that flows with Claudine, she gets people off of medicine by giving them plant medicine. So she's natural.
Oh, beautiful.
So the two of you kind of coincide with that. They get people out of depression and off of these drugs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people have had 15 to 40 different prescriptions, and she's working on getting them out of it. So I like to hear that. And I don't know why when I went to your website, it was hard to find out what exactly you did. Maybe I just wasn't focusing at the time.
Well, there's Love, Light, and Unity, which is my wife. Okay. And then there's Love, Light, and Unity Group. And so she does body code healings. And then, so there's hers, and then you can go to Love, Light, and Unity Group, and then it's got all the services that I do. I mean, there's really nothing I can't do, because my innate ability is I'm able to tap into everything and anything. There's nothing I cannot tap into. With that, I can connect with people, with anybody they want to connect with. And I can help them with clearings, trauma, karma, depression. It's just, I haven't found anything I haven't been able to do yet.
Yeah. So Gupta,
Myself levitate. So as soon as I figure out how to levitate, then
didn't you teach us that too? Good.
it'll be soon. I'll be teaching that. Yeah.
And I want to remind Gupta, if you still want to get a hold of your father sometime, give him, send him
I
an
would love to
email.
help them out. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, today was Megatron's show, so we didn't want to interrupt that. But your dad did come through because we know he's there. All
Yep.
of us have told you he's there with you, but for him to maybe bring his voice so you can hear it, hopefully he can. That would be something for you. I know it would help, but believe me, he's there and he's talking to you. Hopefully, you'll be able to help him with the frequency too, to do that. Now, we have about 7 minutes left. Is there someone else that needs to come through before we go? And then I know Metatron would like to finish it out as well.
No, he said that's all for me today.
Metatron? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, everything?
Yeah.
No more?
He's like, you processed enough energy today.
Okay. All right. Good.
Am I completely done channeling today? For right now? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, my head's pounding right now. So
More water, more water.
He can sense me how I've been drained and everything. It's pretty intense.
I bet.
But yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out and email me. And if anybody needs guidance, with their ascension, finding out what initiation they're in, and what that initiation consists of, I can help out with all that. Yeah, I would love to help them.
Okay. So I'm glad you're done with channeling. I mean, because I'm seeing how it's tiring you out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long nap after this.
Well, hopefully you get more water and some nutrition as well, because
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I usually can't eat for like half a day after I channel because my body just needs to be hydrated. And sometimes after I channel, I've got tons of energy and we're out doing stuff. But then there's days like this that literally it's just like, okay, just need to hydrate, go back to sleep, recharge, go out and ground, hydrate, go back to sleep, recharge.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in. I know it's everybody has a lot of positive things. Oh, hi, Sarah. Welcome in. Positive things to say. I will be posting this video, no edits, as soon as I can. Hopefully it will be today. I haven't posted last week's either, so I'll get that done as well on there. Okay.
Lewis, the shift is coming very, very soon.
He can't give you.
They won't allow me to give you the exact date, but everything's set. It's coming. All the frequencies are set. All the light codes, the crystalline grids are activated. It's just because timelines can shift, so they don't want me to give the date they told me, but it's very soon. It's very soon. So just stay positive, keep your energy high. The more that we project our light and raise the consciousness of the collective, it can get here even sooner.
Yeah.
Like they are zapping me with so much energy right now because I just told you guys that, because that's how we're going to bring it in sooner. With raising the consciousness of the collective, and when you go out in public, project your light to everybody around you. They literally, I hate Costco because the energy is just so awful there. They had me go to Costco and literally walk around for an hour and just project my light and smile at everybody. And it's crazy because by the time I'm leaving, I feel an energy shift within that place, you know? So do your part in that. You know, when you're at the grocery store, surround yourself with a white, golden, or amethyst sphere. And so you got your protection, and then project your light throughout that whole grocery store and raise that vibrational frequency as high as you can. And you're doing your part to bring that shift in sooner, because the minute that that vibration frequency raises, the shift moves forward.
And Zach had the question, how do you think you came into this power? Or why you were chosen? To me is, well, you already told us how it happened.
I am able to do what I do because of my past incarnations, they told me. Because I asked this during my awakening and all this stuff started coming. I'm like, why me? Why do I have all this power? This is like crazy. Like, because it's so different than everybody else's. And they're like, this is who you are. This is who your soul is. And we're going to bring you to all your past incarnations, and you're going to understand this is why you are the way you are, because of your past incarnations. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And they're like, you have a very specific job to do during this incarnation, and this is how you're going to do it. And it's coming out on platforms like this, reaching as many people as possible, inspiring them, activating their light, giving them the codes that they need, and therefore, because it's all just a forward movement, you know. You inspire somebody, they inspire somebody, they inspire somebody. Next thing you know, everything's changed. You know,
connect, share, and inspire.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly. So yeah, Zach, I asked that question many times. How come me? You know, because this shit's crazy, and it's getting crazier, you know, because the stronger I become, the stronger my abilities are becoming, you know, like these ancients and all these different entities and deities that I'm dealing with, like it's gnarly. And I remember at the beginning of my awakening, I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I want to connect with this. And they're like, in time. They're like, everything will happen when it needs to happen. I'm like, how come? Well, now I look back on that. They told me, they're like, if you would have tried to come in contact with these energies that you're dealing with now, you literally would have been harmed or killed by it. Because of the energy, it's like getting electrocuted. Your body can't process that electricity that you sold, and you'll be harmed or you'll die. And I'm like, it makes sense now, because what used to like zap me really hard a year ago, I don't even feel it now. It's like an itch on my hand. And what really zaps me now with like these elders and these ancients and everything, I mean, it's literally like grabbing a light socket and getting zapped. You know, I mean, it's serious. You know, like with the clearings that I do, there's not many people that are able to do that. In fact, the last 5 practitioners that were doing what I'm able to do have all died, because their body can't handle those energies. Crowley was one of them, you know, his body was not set up to process those energies, and transmute it into light and put it into the ether. So yeah, you got to be careful, and your body has to be acclimated to it. And as you get used to processing those energies, you get stronger and stronger and can deal with higher and higher entities. You know, it's like with all these extraterrestrials that I deal with. One of the main reasons we haven't had full disclosure is because the collective's vibrational frequency is not high enough, because these beings are so far advanced from us. They resonate at such a higher frequency. They can lower their frequency to a certain level, but we need to be able to raise ours so that we can be in front of them literally and not get electrocuted, because they vibrate so much higher that you would get electrocuted. So now that the collective's consciousness is rising, they are able to lower theirs, and now we can have contact. And there are literally tens of thousands of ships in low Earth orbit right now, you know, for the shift that's coming. And yeah, it's so cool. Like, these guys talk to me all the time, and there's every shape and size. And you know, what they tell me is that first contact is going to be the Pleiadians that look just like you and I. And then once that settles down, then they'll introduce the hybrids. That'll be like after 6 months or a year, then they'll introduce the hybrids. And then after that settles down 6 months to a year, then they'll bring in the ones that are every shape, size, and color, and, you know, that are what we would think as aliens, like the mantis beings, the blue avians, and all these other crazy ETs that I deal with, because it would be frightening to a lot of people, you know. So it's going to be a process after the shift. But yeah, they're going to be like, hey, you know, there are trillions of us out here. You know, there are billions of human races on other planets that look just like you and I, but we're just, you know, they're humans on another planet, you know. So they're out there. They're waiting to come in contact with us.
Well, thank you, Sean, so much. Hold on. Don't go away. Yeah, Victor wants to meet the Lyran. Well, this Lyran ship is out there. So Lyran, however you want to pronounce it. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, everyone,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, Don and Angie should be on tonight. Don and Shauna tomorrow morning. I will be back with Scott on the Gabriel Project on Friday. Saturday is Miss. And Friday night. Sarah, if you're still here, let me know what's going on with Friday night. And then Sunday morning, hopefully Psychic Sunday will go on, and hopefully Bonnie will be back. If not, well, please, everyone, send some healing and love to Miss Bonnie as well with what she's going through. Anything else? Not at this time. Okay. So take time today for yourself and integrate these ascensions and these frequencies that you have been given. Rest, take time, not exactly, you know, rest and ground and water, yes, but I would like to encourage you to eat some food too, because you don't want to deplete your energy right now, because these, I can feel a lot of things going on right now. So I know I'm going to get some food immediately after.
Exactly.
I have my water with me at all times. You guys know that. So thank you all for coming in, and please share.
Thank you.
And share, please. And I will do my best to send you a copy of this so you can put it on your website if you would like.
That would be beautiful. I would love that. So thank you so much. Love, light, and unity to all, and have a wonderful journey. This is what we're here for.
Thank you, guys.